Goodey, you weren't happy with Luke Pearce, were you?
Oh, if we go in GMO, Goodey match official, which we do. It's not. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with him. No, I think he just.
Why?
Got,
I don't want to be like as in opposite to you, but I'm going to be opposite. I actually really, really enjoyed how the game was reffed. With speed.
And this is the thing, though. And
I know what you're going to say because this is like GMO. Go on, this is GMO. This isn't Goodey. This is GMO.
This is GMO.
Different people.
The game was great to watch, right? But as you're watching it and you understand the game, and it's probably a little bit, if you're a casual fan that's just gone to watch that game, you think, how great is it? Open, balls being chucked around everywhere, breakdowns are just, anyone can go in anywhere and do whatever they want. And it was a quick game because of that. But if you're a rugby fan that watches it week in, week out, you're like, hold on a minute, Luke. This is the Wild West at breakdowns. Like, boys were coming in from the side, off their feet, hands in the ruck. Like, it was
that's how breakdown should be.
Mate,
that's what I genuinely think.
There's a law book. There's a law book for a reason, right? And we talk about.
Don't talk about the law book, Goodey. You've got Jaco Pieper the week before. He's brought out the law book, and he has ruined a Six Nations game. Yeah. Don't talk to me about law books.
Hey, and he sent someone else off again this weekend. In the Dragons game as well. But he got the red card right this weekend, did Jaco Pieper. But what I will say is, we give, and I personally have given French referees stick about the breakdown. Like, anything goes, it's an absolute shit show, bun fight, whatever. Luke Pearce was just like, fuck it, lads, just do what you want. And that's how he refed in the first half more so. And I think they had a word with him at half time and said, Goodey's tweeted, so you better sharpen your game up. And I like Luke Pearce. I go back and forth with him on message all the time. You got him in trouble as well a few weeks ago, Jim, for saying that he apologised to Jamie Ritchie for marching him back 10 metres. So I messaged Luke and I was like...
A private conversation by the bar.
Yeah. I messaged Luke. I was like, mate, can you stop apologising to everyone? And he's like, mate, you can pipe down as well. So he's obviously been getting pelters left, right and centre because of you. So I'm just joining the fun here. And I think when he looks back at the game as a ref, he'll go, yeah, shit, I got loads wrong there. But it was a great game and I was having fun. The sun was out, 55,000 people. And I enjoyed it. But, some of the decisions, you watch the breakdown, Marrow's getting away with murder at breakdowns. Like, you can tell why he's such a good player because no one ever referees him. And they've started to referee him in the Six Nations. But back to the Prem, Luke Pearce is like, yeah, Marrow, do what you want. So Quins, I think you look back at it, Quins will be a bit frustrated, but Saracens played the referee and the situation very well. And Luke Pearce will look at it and go, maybe I just need to sharpen up a little bit around the breakdown.
What do you mean the Harlequin second row, the big South African lad sat him down because he weren't happy? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. That was a proper whammo, wasn't it? It was a great game. Saracens overpowered Quins. Quins made a lot of mistakes from Saracens putting pressure on them, but some uncharacteristic unforced errors as well. And it was a real entertaining game. Both teams were going at it hammer and tongs. There was different storylines all over the shop. The whole Smith against Farrell thing, Vunipola against Dombrandt. Vunipola wins that hands down. So many matchups all around the field. But it was Saracens at their best. They played some really good stuff. Yeah, they made a few errors. But the tries, they're scoring, overpowering Quins in how they played. Billy was out of this world. And we said it a few weeks ago, didn't we, Jim, around... He should be, when England got monstered by France, that's where you need a Billy Vunipola, and Borthwick didn't pick him for the Ireland game, but he's just gone out and proved the next opportunity he's got, hey, you should be picking me again, and let's park all our issues to one side.
Two of the best players at the weekend, Billy Vunipola's, Tom Pearson, two of the big things England are missing, and neither of them are in the squad. So I think that needs to be a shift. One thing which I picked up out of the game, and I actually thought he was man of the match, even though they gave it to Billy. I've always liked Max Malins, always thought a good player, verging on very good. I thought he was unbelievable at the weekend. Not just with ball in hand, but that try-saving tackle on Nick David as well. Just the balance, the mixing of running, kicking. Very, very silky player. And that was, this is the thing in the run into the season. You look at Quins, it's all based on, and we had Andre Esterhazen on here last year, I think, to talk about the hatred towards Saracens. Saracens now the number one team. They look the complete team. Yes, they're going to have games, not necessarily where they hate, but like local derbies. But a lot of teams hate Saracens, don't they? It feels as if they've now got other gears to the rest of the teams. That's what it looks like, the way they play physically. Like Goodey said, the balance to their game, and having Billy Vunipola out of contract. What do you mean he's out of contract? So he's putting in the big performances at the end. Whatever reason it is.
He's given up takeaways. What a legend. That's what he said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he did an interview and said, I'm back in shape, back in form, so giving up takeaways. I'm like, mate, don't give up takeaways. They're great. Jim's had them all weekend.
He had a Nando's black card, and not that that's a takeaway because you'd go in and eat it, but I think they took it off him because he was overspending on it.
Really?
As well. Yeah. No, very good. I mean, and Andy Christie as well at 6, I thought was brilliant. Or the whole back row, really. Him, Ben Earl. It's crazy, isn't it? You think about some of the players that are left out, not that Andy Christie is English, or is he? Obviously played for Scotland, but you think about the players that are left out. Sean Maitland, Scotland player on the other wing. I think Saracens look a lot better with Van Zyl at 9. I think he just looks like he's got that more kind of complete, the kicking game, the control. But it was a very good performance by Saracens. And hey, I was happy to see it.
Pod.
Rugby pod.